So we want to find an S sub n formula here. We'll do the same thing. We'll write out the first term. That's S1. So when n equals 1, I get 1 over 1 minus 1 over 1 plus 1. So that's 1 minus 1 half. Okay, how about S sub 2? So S sub 2 is the sum of the first two terms, that one. And then notice what this series does, right? Now when n equals 2, it's 1 half minus 1 third. Okay, so this series basically, as the terms progress, whatever was here becomes the positive part of the next term. And then this numerator is 1 more, this denominator is 1 more than that one. And then the pattern is going to repeat. So S3 is going to be all of this, minus 1 third, plus, and then now we write over this one here, and then minus 1 fourth. Again, I'm doing this, explicitly talking it over to build in some more pattern recognition for you. Sequences and series, as I'm sure you've noticed by now, is a lot about pattern recognition and really does help to develop that skill. Okay, so finding a formula for the nth partial sum of this series. Okay, so of the SNs that we have so far. So how are we going to do this, right? One thing you might want to do is, talking about options here, right? Maybe try to simplify this. So this is 1 half. Okay, so this one is 1 half plus 1 half minus 1 third, right? Because this is 1 half. So this is 1 minus 1 third, okay, which is 2 thirds. All right, so then that's the, that's S2, right? So this is S2 here, so that is 2 thirds. So this is 2 thirds plus 1 third minus 1 fourth. So this gives us 1 minus 1 fourth. So that is 3 fourths. All right, so now we've done enough that we can kind of start seeing the pattern. 1 half, 2 thirds, 3 fourths. This is actually a sequence that we worked on in one of the videos in lesson 3. So if I write over the S sub n patterns, I have 1 half for S1, I have 2 thirds for S2, and I have 3 fourths for S3. You could probably predict S4 because we can detect the pattern now, right? The numerator is the same as the index, so this should be a 4. And the denominators are 1 more than the numerator, so this should be a 5. And then just writing out the pattern that I just talked about here, if the numerator is n, then the denominator is n plus 1. Okay, so that's my S sub n formula.